I'm Rick, and you've been hitting my girlfriend.
She's my wife. Oh no, Rick!
Hey, you guys, stop it! Stop it!
Welcome back, everyone. This was a reenactment from last episode, just in case you couldn't figure it out.
Took care of it.
So, Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
We are watching the finale of season 5.
Oh, the finale.
Wow.
That means there's going to be a
516.
death.
A death or two.
Oh my gosh.
Who knows what's going to happen?
For sure.
So, you're ready to get into it?
Oh, yes.
We're ready.
516.
He's amazing to live on his own like this for this long.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that? Oh, come on. He can't even have oatmeal?
That's good. What's the W for?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the first settlers here, they put bounties on wolves' heads. They're back now. I like this. Just talking. I don't get to meet new people very often.
My God.
Not like meeting like this.
He's like, how many more
As
people?
equals.
As equals.
I used to put that down. I want everything you have.
Oh, come on.
I'm taking you too. And you're not exactly gonna be alive.
Oh, gee, you're sick.
He goes, well, that's what you think.
The first people were wolves transformed into men. Everything gets a return, right?
I will not allow that.
Don't move.
Son of a gun.
Be still.
Don't be still. Be
It's
crazy.
It's so creepy, huh?
Oh, he's great.
He's not going to
Creepy.
be still. Son of a bitch!
Oh, my God.
Wow!
Hey.
All right. He's warning you.
Whoa.
There's some. Oh, that's just a walker.
Isn't that funny saying that?
That's right.
And there was nothing there to begin with.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, darn.
Whoa. Well, we got him. Yeah.
All with a stick.
Enjoy. And your stick.
He's a survivor.
Big time.
Big time.
He's very smart.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
He's very rational.
that's right. He's minding his own business. No. Great was Daryl.
Woo! His crossbow in the back.
The doctor fixed you up.
Yeah.
Is he in a cell?
You were here the whole time?
All night. Deanna wanted you in here. Calm things down. Rosita patched you up. Carl came by for a while. I sent him home. We put Pete in another house. You could have told me what was happening.
Oh, it moved fast. And then Noah.
We had to stop being out there.
Deanna's planning to have a meeting tonight. For anyone who wants to.
To kick Rick out?
To try.
We don't know that.
You say you'll do whatever you want them to. Just tell them a story that they want to hear. That's what I've been doing since I got here.
Tonight, at the meeting, if we can't get through, we take the three of them and say we'll slit their throats.
Like at Terminus.
No, we just tell them.
Did you want this?
I screwed up.
I just don't believe him.
The meeting tonight.
Maggie, if we could talk
I want to talk to everyone about what happened and what we need to do about it.
If it includes sending Rick away, it's not going to work.
It's just for people to say their piece.
And I'll make the decision as I've done since the beginning.
He was frustrated. He didn't pull the trigger.
That's a metric? That he didn't pull the trigger?
Yes.
Michonne stopped him, Deanna. Maggie, civilization starts when we stop running. When we live together. When we stop sending people away.
Oh shit!
No,
Oh, guns.
Oh, shit.
Somebody came through here a while ago. If we see them, we hang back, set up the mic.
Hope there's not more W people.
Watch and listen. Davidson was our leader. Smart as hell, strong. I thought they'd work out. Gave them a day's worth of food and water and left them. I can't make that kind of mistake again.
Why didn't you want to tell him we had more guns?
Michonne stopped you. She knocked you out. You said you don't want to take this place. And you don't want to lie? Oh, sunshine. You don't get love.
Thanks, Carol.
Some bitch knows about how to keep mosquitoes off of them. Hey, Tobin.
He's like, he's smaller than them. Yeah, he's more vicious. It's like a contrast.
He's gonna smile. Oh no.
Oh.
Don't you try anything with him. Oh, Maggie.
I want to try to solve this.
I love you.
We're going to work it out.
Mm-mm. Oh, he's going out on purpose. So we can get him out there. He's got a trap for him.
The word of God is the only protection I need.
And this gun.
They need us. They'll die without us. You have to tell them so they can hear you.
I don't know if they can. Does that make you afraid?
For them.
We can't find him. Sometimes they slip away. It happens. You don't come across something like this every day. We need more people. And we'll find them. But when we do, we'll need to feed them.
Dinner time. I like their friendship. Yeah.
I do.
Hey, listen. I don't like giving up either.
Don't put your guard down.
The guy is in a red poncho.
Oh, watch out. Gosh.
What is it? It's a trap! Oh my god!
My God, look at
It's a
them
freaking
all.
trap.
See? Son of a bee. Ooh.
Ah!
Oh,
They're on their
off the
freaking.
wall.
Oh no!
Jeez, I had a.
And they're 50
No,
miles
no,
away
no.
from home.
Oh, crap.
Son of a sea biscuit. Look
What?
at them all! Flipping. Hey.
I know.
Oh, with the license plate of a license plate. No crap.
Oh, jeez.
It's way too good to be true.
Oh, God. Whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
come on. Follow him.
Whoa, whoa.
Woohoo! Whoa! That's fun. Watch out!
Oh,
The girl's got your
jeez.
bag.
Crying out loud.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Bam.
Wow, whoever did this is freaking
Oh, my God.
genius. Hot, cut her head off.
No,
Shut
my
that
God.
door.
It's like so rotted out. Oh, God, there's hanging.
Look at they.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God! What they did to those poor people.
In a couple of hours, someone come by. We'll follow it out. There's gotta be something in here we can use to block the view.
Oh, they're gonna leave a note. Haha, you're next.
Don't
Chat.
stay.
Bad people coming. Don't stay. Oh no!
Oh, crap.
How are they gonna?
That was crazy.
That sure was.
What are you doing?
You need to check on Tara. You treated her. You're a surgeon. You need to do that.
Get out.
I could kill you right now. They believe you tried to hurt me. Definitely believe that. The way this is played out, you have a chance. You're a small, weak nothing. And with the world how it is, you're even weaker. I want my dish back clean when you're done.
Boy, she's really...
A little thank you Post-it note inside.
Okay. So there.
Ooh. Oh, he's trashing. Trapping you, Glenn.
Oh,
He's trapping you. You know better than this. He's doing it on purpose. Come on, Glenny. Son of a bitch! He shot him!
Oh,
you bastard! Now he's gonna tie him up
and
let the walkers eat him.
Yeah. Oh, crap.
Oh, son of a bitch!
You
He's
bastard.
like, oh, I get to be an asshole. Still. He's not gonna be at the meeting.
People shouldn't see us talking right now.
I'm not sorry I did it.
You were right.
Who's seeing him? Who is it? Oh man, he's feeling up.
Oh.
And no one's like keeping an eye on him.
Yeah. This is so bad for all our guys.
How the heck are they gonna get out of that?
Damn, he's in a trap.
I feel all closed up back there. They're back in them houses.
Hello.
Myself, huh? Storm hit. You led your people to safety. That was it. I shouldn't have given up. You did.
Well, you can't give up now. Something's got to give.
Yes, definitely.
I'll go.
Oh my gosh.
I'll leave him out. You make a break for
How are you going to lead them
How
out?
the heck you
They're
gonna
going
get
to
out
get you as soon as you open the
My
door.
God, how the heck?
We fight. We go for the fence. We do it together. All right, whether we make it or not, we do it together.
He's a good guy.
Is it after 3 or just right on 3?
2.
Oh, who's doing it? Oh, it's the bad guys already. Son of a bitch!
Ah, come on. Oh my God.
Oh, it's Morgan! Yahoo!
Yay, good for him.
Stick man.
Yay. Yay. Whoa. Whoa.
Come on. All right, close the gate. No one else.
Oh, boy.
That was easy.
Wow, good for Morgan.
Thank you, my
Not
friend.
defensive.
Yeah.
Morgan. Why? Because all life is precious, Daryl.
Oh, so sweet.
If you'd like to come join us.
Oh, thank you. Fact is, I'm lost, so you can tell me where we are.
Oh, I know right where he is. You know my buddy.
I was like so close. Thank goodness he had that map.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
He's wearing white like it's so profound in the fall.
I'm ready.
Ooh,
He's ready.
He wants to.
What are you ready?
He wants him to come on.
What? Are you serious?
Oh, God,
Today's
he's
my
ready.
lucky day. Oh, the noose on him.
He's gonna.
I'm not ready. Psych.
Well, right.
Take the noose and swing it around. Go sit down.
Whoa.
Cut it right off. Oh, rope burn. You weren't.
And my shirt's still white. It's like beautiful.
Yeah.
I
Oh
wore
my
the wrong
God.
color
Look at
shirt today. Let's go back.
And no splatter.
inside.
Oh. And he did that to an actual person.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Oh, gee.
Come by later.
Okay.
Funny.
Okay. Gee.
She also cracked open my gourd to consider any implications I had, and I will remark about those at this time. I thank you. I am sorry. And I mean both emphatically and in equal measure.
Sorry, too.
Utterly and completely unnecessary.
Almost killed you.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Think we could find some time to talk later about Aiden? Can you get that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Make sure you shut it and lock it. He's not going to slam it. It's not going to click. It didn't slam.
No, see, he's not.
Oh, he's
not gonna.
come on.
Days.
Saw that coming.
I know. Can you tell by like how he's acting? To be like,
Yes,
sure. Whatever. Be brave. Da, 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 da. See, he can't do it.
Oh.
They need to have this fight. Poor
we
Glenn's
went right
been
for the
shot.
Oh my God! Okay.
What an ass.
Yeah, I can't.
Get this man. Oh,
yeah,
damn it.
okay.
Right where he got shot. Oh, you bastard.
Oh,
You son of a bitch.
bitch. Oh, come on.
Who is it? Oh, good.
No. Yeah, but
Ah, you don't see me coming, darling. I'm going to get you. I'm going to eat your hair.
Oh,
No, not Glenn!
No.
Come on.
No.
Oh, there's more.
No.
Oh, great. He's going to leave him there. Damn it.
Oh, come on.
Carol, and me, we worked it out together.
You think I try to stop you?
I was afraid you talked me out of it.
I think you can find a way. We can find a way. Something's gonna happen. Just don't make something happen.
Nice.
This is the real world, Bob.
Nah, this is a nightmare. Nightmare's end.
What's he say? Pete. The door's open. He
Yes,
sees
I
it.
figured, yeah.
Good. I'm glad now. How many freaking walkers are there?
That's
Bad
right,
people.
My gosh, I was thinking.
Holy crap.
Oh, jeez.
There's a breach.
Oh,
Oh, it's a
boy.
freaking walker.
Oh, crap.
We got a
What's the
situation
other in there?
here.
How many's in there?
You need walkie-talkies.
Oh, I see.
Can you help me?
I don't know.
No.
Oh my God, what a night. Plus Glenn's out there all by himself.
We're going to talk about what happened. Not the fight. Not what precipitated it. We're dealing with that.
And I'm sure we can work this all
I
I know, but she still has to stay
Yes.
in that pleasant, innocent character.
Who's walking away? Is that freaking Noah? Left him like that. He
Oh,
is,
you son
he
of
is
a
the
bitch.
scum of the earth.
I hope the heck. I hope Glenn's okay.
It didn't
Those
look like it was
walkers.
going to be. You have to explain
You
yourself
son of
now.
a-
Good luck knocking on the door. Let's do
Why
it.
wouldn't you want to die?
It might reverse psychology. It might.
Bob was mutilated. Consumed. Destroyed because of your sins.
Oh my God.
Don't you say.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's a walker right there.
Whoopsie-daisy.
Good. I'm glad he got him.
Yeah.
Because he heard the noise of the dog.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well,
Oh,
at least it
man,
went
out
all to
there.
the
Wow.
that one location. So
No,
3 of them
no,
got
yeah.
in so far.
Yeah, there's more
Watch
than
out!
that.
Right behind you.
There's more than that.
And then these guys are
No.
fighting. Oh my God.
God, look at this.
Oh my God. All right. Look at
Yes.
him.
I'm so glad.
What a freaking awesome
Yeah,
guy.
Glenn.
But maybe we should listen to what he was saying.
I love her so much. Creepy smile.
Oh, jeez.
Come on.
Oh.
Get him off of you. Snap. Snap, crackle, pop. Come on. Crack it off.
Oh my God. Whoa.
He's so close to you.
Oh my God.
Come on, baby.
Oh, God.
Come on. You had good sleep today. Oh yeah, and now you're gonna see evil Glenn.
God, you son of a babe.
Can't play putt.
Thanks, Gabriel, for
come
keeping the
on.
freaking gate open.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on. This guy's a
on.
strong little bugger.
Oh,
You. Oh, he is the setter. Oh, you didn't do a good job, so they killed you. Oh, it's those two guys. They didn't die.
He said, just be still. That's what he said to Morgan.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be still.
He's a man with a good heart who feels the things he does, the things he has to do. This community, you people, that family, you want to be a part of it too.
Father Gabriel came to see me the day before yesterday, and he said our new arrivals can't be trusted. I had hoped Gabriel would be here tonight.
I don't
No,
feel
he's
you.
busy trying to kill freaking Sasha.
So you're just saying what someone said.
Son of a bitch.
No one died because of you. And I try to tell you how it is, how it has to be.
Don't do it, Sash. He's not worth it.
No.
It's just... Oh, to get him back in. How brilliant.
Oh, wow.
They even go up the ramp.
So the punch of them.
In single file.
It's funny for everyone. What the hell's that? Welcome to reality.
Father Gabriel left the door open.
Spencer,
Don't cover
did you
in blood
tell
again.
Father Gabriel to shut the door?
Yeah.
Spencer was right there. He let him. Yeah, you were scared. You're a piece of shit. Just do it. Just cover his mouth. He doesn't have anything.
He's not going to do it.
Someone's gonna get him. Someone's gonna knock him out.
He can't do it.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. Well, be careful.
But don't trust him at all.
No, see how much.
Someone's gonna come in. He started it.
He sure did.
They all died because of me.
See? Go confess that to Deanna.
That's right.
Boy, Maggie is the freaking glue, man.
On the gate. It was open. They'll hunt us.
Sweet Judy.
They'll find us.
Good. Now, see, hopefully. Like a good pal.
Yeah, dear.
I was thinking, how many of you do I have to kill to save your lives?
It's just like, oh crap, I don't know this really is.
Do we still get cookies?
I'm not sorry for what I said last night. I'm sorry for not saying it sooner.
Jesse's like, I really like him.
You're not ready.
You're not one of us! You don't want to do this. Get the hell away from me, Rick.
Holy God, he's got her freaking sword.
Look at that.
Oh my God! Holy God Almighty! He just killed him!
my God.
He just killed freaking Reggie! Oh my God, the poor wonderful man!
Oh my God.
You bastard!
Wow.
Oh, okay, this is the golden ticket. Shoot him! Shoot him! The poor man! He was so wonderful.
Oh God.
Oh, right in front of him. Rick, that's it.
Do it.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah,
Kapowie! 1
Yeah,
second
see?
later.
Wow. God, that's a horrible thing. God.
Oh, I know, I'm so mad and like,
I want to hug you, but
so good.
Oh boy.
You're a little messy right now.
This is on a good day.
Wow.
Wow. Whoa.
Oh, poor Reggie.
I know, isn't that so terrible?
So caring, my God.
He was so good to Noah, and he was, he was great with Maggie just then,
That's
saying,
right,
I'll
my
talk to
gosh,
everybody.
yeah.
I'll
Oh,
talk to
yeah.
her.
Oh, that was, whoa.
Isn't that terrible? I know he was just he was so angry, and he's swinging around a weapon.
He doesn't even know how to use it. I mean,
No, he
he's a
doesn't.
surgeon,
No.
but I mean, he's,
He's not going to be skilled.
yeah,
in
he's
weaponry.
inebriated. He's very pissed off.
Whoa. Well, that's
You saw Rick in front of, his house with talking to his wife. I mean.
Ooh, and another cutscene.
Ooh, what is this? Oh, she's like, that is mine. No one touches it.
She's gonna put it up there.
Honeymoon's
I
over.
think so, yep. Gotta protect.
She actually feels better.
This is me.
She didn't want it to happen, but I can't believe this trap.
Wow.
The poncho
guy.
man is
Yes.
one of them now.
No matter what, I gotta work for these creeps.
Wolves not far. I guess not. So those are the bad guys.
Wow.
That was actually good writing too, like good graffiti.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my gosh. Whoa.
Thank you for whoever wrote that.
Oh my gosh.
And he was probably in the car trapped before. He was probably the guy that was trapped before, so the wolves can use him to, as a bait.
I tell you.
I mean, what an elaborate plan to do that, because not only do you have walkers trapped in these trucks, like these, the backs, and they have the cans on strings, like the alarms.
Yes, I saw that.
That
I was
triggered.
like, okay, what is that for? Because it would lure them there, because it would make a noise.
Yeah, and then just trying to open up that one gate thing, the one door, it triggered that string to snap all the other ones open.
It's ingenious.
And then having the car there unlocked, so you will have nowhere to go but to run into there.
Right.
Wow, that's something else.
It's ingenious. And why are they doing it? Just to, capture people and just keep, I don't take their stuff, but I mean, God almighty.
Bizarre. It's really crazy.
Put W's on them and mutilate them.
Oh, God.
I mean, right from the start of this episode, it was so scary where
sure
Morgan is by himself, peaceful in a way, and then you have this
minding
guy
his own
come
business.
up.
That's right. Just want to be left alone.
And he said that, I'm going to take all your stuff and you.
Yeah. See?
Big time.
So what does that mean?
Yeah, it's just going to make him do what he wants, just like he did with Poncho Man.
That's right.
Poncho Man.
Or mutilate them, cut them in half,
Oh, God.
get them naked, and tie them up on a tree. I don't know why
Right,
they do
so
that. But it's the W people that are the victims.
Yeah, they are.
Like even when Gabriel wanted that walker to kill him, he had a W on and he had a noose around his neck.
Oh, jeez.
So it's all these different ways of killing.
Thank-
Maybe he was in the freaking trailer.
Thank goodness Glenn survived.
That
Nicholas
is amazing.
Son of a bee,
Yeah.
I can't say.
I mean, he was shot.
Yeah, I thought
Then
for
he
sure
beats
the
him up.
walkers were
Then these
gonna
freaking
get him.
walkers come.
Yeah.
And Nicholas is gone.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I thought he was a goner.
You know-
Scumbag. I'm so happy he captured him. He's alive and he has to
That's
go
right.
pay the
Good for
piper
Glenn.
now. Let's
Yeah.
go have everyone judge you now.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And Glenn, like, I have to give him so much
Oh,
credit
he's
too,
such
because
great.
he's really a good person, and
He sure is.
just us watching
He's
everything
beautiful,
take
man.
place. And I hate Nicholas. Hate such a strong
Yes.
word.
Yes.
I can't
Yes.
stand him.
Yes.
Yes.
And here, Glenn, like, he's the one who suffered the most. Well, no, not suffered the most. Poor Noah, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yes.
he suffered so much because of Nicholas, and I felt like it was justified for him to kill him, but
not
they're
even
trying to
like
get away from that kind of world,
They
and,
are.
and him struggling,
It was
like it
smart
still
enough
bothers
to do
him to
it.
take a life, especially when this guy's pleading and so afraid and he doesn't want to die.
Yeah.
right.
And point blank, he doesn't want to actually be the murderer,
That's right.
So Glenn to actually
Yeah.
not kill this guy when I totally thought, yeah, you can do it. It's justified, you can. Where does it end? So he was the
right.
better person for not actually
So
killing
much
him.
so. I
Oh,
mean,
gosh.
here I am screaming, yeah, kill him, but here he is.
I really wanted him
wounded.
to.
He was, he was
Oh, my
trying to
gosh.
kill him and, left him to die, left him for dead with these walkers. And then here he has the upper hand. He can kill Nicholas, and he still doesn't do it.
No, he doesn't.
knows the better choice is to bring him back and let the community decide. Okay,
Yes.
you're shunned. Here's a day's worth of food, no weapons, and bye-bye.
Yeah.
You're such a coward.
Big
I
time.
know,
He's
he's
a
so
coward.
angry
He's
at
very
Nicholas.
jealous.
Yes,
He
he
tried
is.
to be a know-it-all,
Yeah.
and he did it on purpose. He wanted Glenn out there.
Yeah,
He
he did,
purposely
definitely.
climbed over just to have Glenn see him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
thank goodness Sasha didn't kill Father Gabriel, too. Maggie came in just in time.
Maggie is so great.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah, I
She's
love
so
her
good.
speech in this one.
Yeah.
She was really
Really good.
like-
Her and Carol. They both did.
But mostly Maggie. Maggie
Maggie
was
was
really
really good,
it was
definitely.
truthful. It was, from the heart.
Yeah.
And, Carol was playing it up.
Yeah, she was.
She was
She's
being the
politician.
old, happy-go-lucky
Yeah.
den mother kind of person. But
Maggie, Maggie's
Maggie
story.
was it was a
She
heartfelt moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for Gabriel to turn on Sasha like that, I thought it was like talking to himself.
I think so.
Saying
That's
things,
what it was.
but it was really. Then I said, well, maybe it's just like reverse psychology. But I know he's not doing that. But for him to turn around and then finally say, it was my fault that all those people died. So, not everyone's a saint. I mean, he's a priest. But he's also human, especially when you're thrown into this apocalypse.
Yeah. I think that's why it's so great that, Rick's group has the questions, to ask people, how many walkers did you kill? How many people? Why? Why? Because not that you'll know a lot of their story, but it gives you kind of an idea. And here, Gabriel, he was a priest. He was very scared and very in a bubble, like hiding from the world. And, what's the reason of you not killing people? And he came out afterwards. But still, like, in this kind of world, how do you live up to this point without killing someone? Right, it's just a terrible world now. So I love that they do have those questions. And Gabriel, I felt bad for him. He really frustrated me this episode. But again, people cope differently. And I felt bad for him at the way end. But he was just so delirious where he wanted to die from his guilt or because of his guilt. And then he goes back deranged. And here, Spencer, like, hello. I mean, I know
I was so glad it was Spencer that did it. Because
Yes.
he was there at the meeting. And he confessed, I gave Father, Gabriel, I asked him to do it.
Yeah.
So it was a complete, instant connection that they all knew it was Gabriel's fault.
Yeah.
But
And not that he had bad intentions to do that, but he wasn't in his right mind. And here's Spencer, I'm like, even though you all are in a gated bubble, you're so cocky, you go out there, he wasn't so cocky, Aiden was, but like, here, like, you've been at this community a lot longer, you know how it works, you don't know Gabriel, you don't know anyone else, and everyone else is kind of questioning how they are anyways, and yet you're trusting this guy to just lock the gate properly. You should always have at least two people making sure it's locked.
And not only
and
that,
just
he
walking
tells
away.
Gabriel, okay, you're going to get that, right? When you're walking away, even if you're 20, 30 feet away, you know the sound. It's like the sounds of your house. You know when the door is locked, when it's like clicking.
Yeah.
I mean, he had to move the pole to close it. So he didn't hear that. That was just, he was just so focused on going to the meeting, I guess. He didn't hear it. But, I mean, you know the sounds of your surroundings.
And I know I'm a bit, like, crazy anal about things, but you're in this monstrous world, and yet I get they don't know, the community doesn't understand how evil the world is, sadly enough. Out there's some good people too, but there's a lot of really evil people out there that just knowing that, okay, well, they're dead, like the dead is coming back to life and eating people, I'd be very aware of every nook and cranny.
There's going to be someone at that gate at all times.
Yeah, like I'd be really sure that gate is closed. And I'd be like, and only have one person possibly watching it and just being that laid back.
The tower, yeah.
Even if you don't see anything, I'm like, you've seen something, like you've still lost people to kind of know, like, yeah, there's disease, there's like that comes back to eat you literally.
And I'm almost happy that it happened because it was reality thrown in their face in the middle of the meeting. Rick just comes in with a walker and slams it on the ground.
That's right.
And this is what happens when you don't take care of yourself, when you are not responsible. You have to be responsible all the time, 24 hours a day. And you need people that have been out there that won't take advantage of you. And Rick said, I could easily kill the people that don't want to come with, be part of this group. But I'm not going to be like that. He's not that type of person. Thank God.
Right. I mean, I take that in two ways. Like, I do like what he said, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, wow, so you're telling me you're a better person for not killing me. But it is true.
He's saying,
I get why.
Protection-wise, you need people like us. I can just, I know what needs to be done. Yeah. And I like Deanna, too. She is very, she's level-headed. She did listen to what Gabriel said, and then something happened the next day. I understand that. But
and she was open about it. She told everyone.
Completely. And she was, because Maggie was there and didn't, counteract her. And it was true. We knew what the conversation was, so it was true. She is very level-headed. And so was her husband, and I'm just
poor
so
husband. Oh, I felt
sad
so
that he
sad.
died like
yes,
that.
he's such a good guy.
You know, and you have to worry about the people too, not just walkers. I mean, even more so people now.
That's right.
I mean, look at Pete. I mean, he
Yeah,
came in. I mean, like gangbusters with a freaking sword,
That's right.
and didn't know, had no idea how to use it. He was just like so careless. He was just so angry.
He's so angry, and he had such bad intentions to bring a weapon to a group. You know,
Right. And how is that gonna look? That's not. You're already in someone else's house. You're
right.
separated from your wife already. How do you think this is going to pan
That's
out?
right.
Just because
Yeah.
you're the doctor doesn't mean they're going to do whatever you say.
That's right, for sure.
I know, and going to.
Michonne has her sword back too.
I know you guys like that moment, right?
I
That's
do
right.
because I
Yeah,
think
I
she's
do.
relieved that okay, it's almost like the honeymoon's over and now reality again.
That's
so
right. That's it.
it was nice while it lasted. We had our little dinner parties and our
That's
drinks and our normalcy and hot showers, but it's back to reality.
Yeah. That's for sure.
You know, and I have to be careful what I say too, but it's like here I took it as, not all is lost yet. I mean, they definitely have to change some things.
Yeah.
They can still hopefully have their showers and whatnot, but with Michonne putting that sword back on, taking it back, I like that because that is who she is. Like, you can still hope for a peaceful community or a peaceful life.
Sure.
Not that it's going to be the way that Alexandria wanted it to be,
That's right, yes.
but you need to have, you can't just be,
Safeguard. You have to
blind to how the world really is.
Exactly.
So her weapon, her samurai sword, I love saying that, or katana, is part of her, and it's okay to have that part of her.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
I think they're going to still stay there, and they're going to make this their home. But there's going to be a lot of changes.
Have to be very cautious.
And going back to Gabriel, he really said some really hurtful things to Sasha, and she's such a vulnerable time in her life right now, and for him to say, and talk about Bob and how he was mutilated, and you know what? He's almost worse how he handled things because he killed a lot of people.
That's right.
Yeah.
He locked people out of a church.
He's trying to put blame on other people. To take away
And
from
these
him.
people are, and then Sasha, you have Sasha. I mean, there's all levels of, what's good and what's right, and what's bad and what's wrong, but he did a lot of bad too. And I know he knows that. And I know he tried to commit suicide, he tried to kill himself, through the walkers. But to do that to her at such a vulnerable state. And he was being honest though, I can't help you, because he's feeling, really crappy about himself too.
Yeah. And, that's a good point. And I did feel for I felt bad for Gabriel at the end, but I really got upset at one point because I know he went out there initially to commit suicide because he just felt so much guilt that he didn't deserve to live anymore. And he just said something along the lines of, well, God is the only protection I need. So whatever's going to happen, God will decide that. So I'm like, it's great to have faith, but I'm not going to leave that into I'm going to be okay or I'm going to die because God's going to make it so. Yeah. I'm like, no, I'm going to bring a freaking gun with me. But he was suicidal at that point. Yeah. But then when he was angry and he was talking to Sasha at the end and he said something about Bob being mutilated and he goes, it's your fault. It wasn't her fault, and he just started blaming because almost like he was saying that with God, God, is punishing her because she's a bad person by mutilating. That's how I took it.
Yeah.
If you guys want to elaborate
and then
on that,
maybe
please
he's
do.
actually saying it about himself.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
It's your fault. It's your fault. And it was his fault that he closed the doors on his parishioners that day, and for a long time. And, who is he to say someone else is worse than he is? We all, this is a terrible time.
Sure
it's not going to get any better. Yeah. So, they all have to forgive each other and be there for each other. There's not many people left. And for him what I'm really upset about with him is he goes to Deanna and says a lie like that.
That's right.
Like, these people are bad. Knowing what he's done. That's what I'm upset about.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll show, him, confessing and apologizing to Deanna. The next episode.
I think Gabriel too, he is of course, very conflicted with his religion and his guilt,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I take it the way you're taking it, where he lied to Deanna, but at the same time, I feel like because he felt so much guilt and he hasn't seen such brutality up close until this group, and even though he did something very terrible, which again, you can't be like, well, you can be,
He
but
didn't
like,
see the evil, so
yeah,
it's
so
not that
him
bad.
visually
Yeah.
seeing it, like he
Yeah.
had an excuse to
That's
kind
true.
of in his head to kind of not in the right way blame other people to make
Mm-hmm.
himself look a little better. But yeah, so he was totally in the wrong, and he did lie, and I kind of think he did believe that to a certain extent, because they were chopping up his church and they brutally killed the Terminus people.
Yeah, because it was in his face.
Yeah.
He thought they were worse.
That's
Where
right,
he
yeah.
shuts everyone out, he can hear the terribleness.
That's right.
He can hear people begging him to bring.
I
put him
can't
back
even
in.
imagine that, and kids and everyone innocent out there.
So he has to live with that the rest of his life.
Yeah,
for sure.
But for him to do this with Deanna and say, "Oh, they're bad," and have them go away because that's his reality.
Mm-hmm.
They're reminding him every day.
Yeah.
So if they're
Yeah.
gone, I can live this life of a great
That's right.
priest. I can be
Yeah.
with this great community. I can pretend everything is fine again.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs to work on, he needs some therapy himself,
Oh,
big
he sure
time.
does.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
really
exactly.
was unhinged this episode and really went
Yeah,
dark too. Where
So I think he will get help. I think they will work together. I mean, he is a good person. He's doing a lot of bad
He
things.
sure is.
I
Oh
think
my
he should
gosh.
really think about a different profession.
Yeah. I want to jump to Morgan really quick because I don't want to forget.
Yes! Stick man,
Oh,
was he
boy,
awesome?
was fun.
Yeah. So the last time we saw him, besides the quick cut scenes of him tracking them or tracking these signs on like carvings
Yes.
on trees and whatnot, he wasn't in a good place. Like he was like self-contained in this
Yeah.
apartment
Oh, that's
with
right.
writings all over about
Yes.
clear and
and traps everywhere on the street.
Yes, remember that one.
and he had booby traps in his house too, where like you can like a pit you could fall in,
That's
and
right.
it had like something that swung from the staircase, and he was
that's
terrible
right.
to Rick. Like he almost killed Rick, and he didn't know who he was at first. Like he was
That's right,
mentally
yeah.
messed up. He lost his son. So
Yes.
they kind of left not in a good note, but he went to doing his own thing contained in that place
right,
again,
yeah.
and they just walked away from it. It was Rick, Michonne, and Carl. And now he's smiling somewhat, like he's saying life is precious.
He looks
he's
very
at peace in a way.
Yes, he looks like in a very good place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was dressed nice. It looks like he's been really trying to have some, self-love and really take care of myself. And now he's got this rabbit's foot and
Completely opposite of how we saw him.
Yeah, he's really
And
has a
thank
clear
goodness-
head.
Thank goodness he was there for Daryl and Aaron.
Yeah, that was
for
great
sure.
that he
That was
showed
really
up. And thank
crazy.
goodness they
Wow.
didn't think he was part of the bad
Oh,
people.
yeah,
Like,
thank
And I
miraculously is
instantly
helping
thought that.
them.
I'm like, oh, crap, they already
Yeah,
came.
thank
The
goodness he
bad
was
people
there.
came already.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how did Morgan get so skilled with his staff, with the stick?
I don't know, but wherever he's been
That
in a
was
good
good.
place.
Good that he did.
Mm-hmm.
My
Yeah, it was pretty
gosh.
skilled.
He looked very well in control. So who knows? Maybe he was with another group that really. But he would, who knows?
I can't remember, but I think when I watched this with Nicole and Lee, I think it had to be. Well, anyways, like when he was fighting, I was like, is he blind?
I know, because he was looking
just
down.
looking
He wasn't
forward.
even looking at his
for a second.
subjects.
Yeah, so it was
Yes.
almost like peripheral
was in his
vision,
own
like he was just so
place.
focused that he wanted to be able to see
get it.
everywhere instead of
So-
having
Yeah.
a blind spot besides here. I don't know.
Because
but
he
then-
knew the jerks were going to go at the
Yeah.
same time. He's like, oh, these guys are going to do this trick.
So what
Okay.
happens if you hear "just stay still"?
Do
That's
not
what
stay
Morgan
still.
heard. Yeah, and that poor Pancho guy. That was not.
I know,
Yeah.
the Pancho guy was just a decoy.
Yeah, that's right.
I know. I felt bad about that too because, like, here, like, what perfect bait to have someone in a bright red poncho because it's like it stands out in the
Right.
woods. Hey, what is that? You know,
Right.
so you can
To
easily
get more
lure people in.
We have to
Yeah.
know about these wolves.
Oh, they are
Mhm.
scary.
And how about Carol standing up to Pete? What did you think about that?
Well, it worked out because he didn't come to the meeting saying, she gave me a casserole and
That's
put a knife up my chin.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
she's amazing. I think
She
it's
just
almost
stood up
like
to him.
what she wanted to do. She probably, I mean,
Your husband?
yeah,
Yeah.
probably what she's always wanted, you know, in her dreams to do to her husband.
Yes.
And she just didn't have, you know, well, the confidence. You don't want to promote that either, but you know, it's coming out now in this. You know, she knows an abuser, and she knows he's not going to stop until he kills Jess, and she wanted to stop it before that got out of hand. And she wanted to have the upper hand. She just wanted to let him know where he stands and where she stands with him.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, even the contrast in size alone, like she was a lot smaller and he was like not only taller but just wider, and I'm like, oh my God. And her just being so scary and just taunting him with this
Oh
blade.
yeah, because she really can feel his vibe of how weak he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if he was any kind of man, he would have talked her down, or, you know, not a man, but, you know, he would have talked her down to try to calm down, you know, but he's not in his right mind. So she knew he was very weak at that moment. Very vulnerable.
Yeah. And I do agree, not saying it's 100% right, but I do agree with what Carol did. I'm like, yeah, you go for it. But it just shows like how much she's changed too. But I, just to throw it in there for discussion purposes, but I also thought for a moment that even though Pete's a bad guy and you want to have hope that you can help people get better, sometimes you can't if you have someone really bad, and you don't want to take that chance. But I kind of wonder too that Pete already got into a fight with Rick. He was embarrassed, you know, kicked out of his own home. Not my house. This is not my house.
Yes.
And it's like almost mocking him or making fun of him. And this guy, like, his ego is really bruised. And then you have this woman come over who's a lot smaller than him, that's scarier, and she provokes him in a way. And she's like, if you do anything, I'll kill you, or whatever. Like, that could have also sent him over the edge to go that far, you know, which ended up killing Reg.
Yeah.
But that's overthinking it. I'm just saying it for discussion purposes.
Yeah,
but,
you know, but yeah, his ego is definitely bruised. He thought he was high and mighty. I'm the surgeon in this town. I can do whatever I want. And, you know, Jesse doesn't want to make any waves, and Sam doesn't want to make any waves. So they're going to live in this little house. We have, you know, there's an apocalypse going out. Yeah, if I get beat up every once in a while, like she's rationalizing why to stay there, you know, why she has to stay there, you know, and they all think they're in this little, you know, place where they can just, okay, if I just do this little hell, I have a little hell, you know, I'm getting beat up every once in a while or whatever, and he's just doing what he wants because he thinks, you know, they need him. He can continue. But I do want to talk about the therapy part. He does need therapy for the alcohol and the abuse, but how do you, there's no therapist for everyone needs therapy. I mean, look at this, is a freaking apocalypse, you know, everyone needs to talk. And I think yes, ultimately you would like to, you know, just separate him and, you know, away from his wife, and really, I don't know what you would do.
I know. I mean, I love the debate of it, and that's why, like, because I don't think it's 100% correct. Like, one way might not be the perfect, there's no perfect way, bottom line. So here, you know, they're in a world now where they don't have time for that kind of risk, and I do believe that Pete would have gone that far even if Carol was not there, even if Rick didn't fight him, eventually would get that far, because Carol's been through so much. People get abused, have been through so much that it can end up in death. And here Pete is all about himself. You can see it in his face and how he reacts to things, that, you know, no matter what, that's the best way to get rid of the risk. Kill him, you know, and it's bad, but it's
he just
true.
solidified it just by killing an innocent man accidentally.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
like, you brought a weapon to a crowd of people. Like, what were you going to prove
community
doing
meeting?
that?
I mean,
like, what were you going to prove there? So that's already like, okay, warning, you know, flailing a weapon.
At the very least, he should have waited until the meeting to try to jump on Rick or something like that and try to kill him.
Yeah. And then one last thing I want to say too is, because there was so much that happened in this episode, the walkers, I mean, they can, you know, by smell, we've seen, they know human, or, you know, when you're alive, you're scent when you're alive. And yet, like, the gates open just enough where, how did a bunch of, like, 2 or 3 walkers, however many there were, get in that one location? Did they hear it creak open and they were just close enough to be like, noise, let's go there? Because it's too perfect. They're dumb.
It seemed like they were far away. where the dog was barking. Thank God it wasn't where the meeting was where they were talking. I mean, our group would have
once it got into the community.
Once it got in, but yeah. I mean,
how'd they get into that little part of the gate?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so how were they drawn to that gate? Because I'm like,
and
they're
it
not
didn't look
smart.
as messy as it should have, you know, because they're not, you know, the most graceful of features.
For sure.
So, you know, getting in there, that wasn't a huge space.
Yeah,
either.
that's what I mean. Yeah, so I'm like, unless someone lured them in there, there's no way they're like, hey, there's a door open, because they don't think that way. They press against whatever you're closest to and go, I'm gonna get you. They're not like, oh, let me go around this obstacle. And that's what I miss, because in the first season, if you remember, we did see some, I want to say, like, smart walkers where Morgan's wife, like, what was it, first episode?
Going to the house.
She kept going to the house and moving the doorknob, and she kept
right.
jiggling the doorknob. So it's like you still remember stuff, and you know, I thought that was so freaking cool, and I wanted that to develop.
The reason why, you know, some people thought, you know, to keep them, you know, like the governor wanted to keep his child because he had hope that, you know, they'd come back in some way.
And
same with Herschel. He thought, okay, they're still part of it, you know, they're still in there, you know.
And and I think that would have been a very cool way to go, like a very interesting way to go, because like when you're dead, but there could be part of your brain still alive, which makes it even harder to kill someone, you know, and I think that would have been so much better to have in there.
Yeah, and that would be a worse situation for the people that are alive, because
more of a challenge, right?
Yeah,
they remember
because
certain things.
Are you going to kill? I mean, that would be half the walkers, you know, or a quarter of the walker, whatever. Yeah. You would know.
Yeah, and not that, I mean, like, they can do what they want with it, but, and they don't even have to communicate with each other, not to that level. Like, the walkers, like, they can just have, they could just remember things and be unique, each one of them, you know, and just, like, have something that they can kind of spark a memory.
I remember.
And then they're dangerous in different ways, you know, not like, hey, I can do this doorknob, and you can lift that rock. Because early on, too, when they were surrounding the building that, like, Andrea and people were in before, a walker actually picked up a rock to break the glass. And I'm like, and we haven't seen anything like that anymore. So I'm like, we just don't, I think they just got rid of that idea. Like, we don't need smart walkers. Or I think that's so cool. They should have really kept that going and developing that more.
Yeah. Well, you know,
let's go with a slingshot.
Need any more challenges, though.
That's more scary.
We're playing the violin.
We're coming for you. My cello.
When that just like screams, ah!
Oh, man.
Oh, the possibilities. Whoa. But yeah, very good finale. A lot happened.
I'm so happy that Morgan and Rick saw each other at the end.
Yes, and how close was that? Because Daryl never met Morgan before, and how close.
And we had the map.
Thank God he had the map. That's the only way they would have connected. Be like, oh yeah, the same person. I know him. Small world after all.
That's awesome.
And last thing, Abraham and Eugene talking.
Oh, that's right. That was.
And Rosita. Whoops.
Wasn't that great?
That was good.
Yeah,
and
they needed
Rosita,
to
like,
talk.
just staying with Tara and really just nursing her back to health. I mean, that was so sweet.
Very sweet.
Oh my gosh, and I like Aaron too. Really
I do too. Yeah. He's great with Daryl. They're good. They're really
Isn't that fun?
They have nice conversations. They're rational. They think
very good to each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why I love watching this with you guys, being blind to it, you know, and not knowing. And I get it, because I was like that too. When you don't know, you've already seen so much with the main group that who do you really trust? But now you get to see who they are.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
You know, so very good show. Thank you guys so much for watching.
So okay, I won't punch you. I won't knock you out anymore.
We're good now. Well, high five. High five.
My sword, though, baby.
My sword. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll see you very soon, as always.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Well, I'm all flushed still.
Woo.